The suspect in this shooting was 19-year-old Santino William Lagon. Witnesses at first say they thought that fireworks were exploding, but then quickly realized they were under fire.
In the light of the recent Gilroy Garlic Festival shooting, gun legislation in the US is again under scrutiny. The tragedy that took place in California left at least people injured and 3 dead. It comes as a gruesome reminder that guns can still easily find their way in the hands of criminals, even in the states with the tightest gun laws. Law enforcement is currently trying to figure out how this tragedy happened, and official inquiries may last for weeks. What we do know for a fact is that the shooting took place in Christmas Hill Park, a 51-acre community park operated by the city of Gilroy, where weapons of any kind are banned. This is just one of the nightmares that stricter gun legislation perhaps could have prevented. But what about the tens of thousands of unregistered guns that legislation fails to monitor at all? Hi, I'm Alex from Iconic Man, and today I'm going to talk about ghost guns. Ghost guns is the term used by law enforcement, gun rights, or gun control advocates to describe guns that exploit an existing loophole in the US law. They are, in essence, firearms that have no serial number and therefore are hard to trace and keep track of. These types of weapons bypass conventional gun regulations by, for example, having the owner build the gun himself. Homemade guns were, up until 10 years ago, projects that gun enthusiasts used to tinker about with in their sheds. People used to work on these things as a hobby and make forum entries about how to solve certain technical difficulties. The geeks of the gun world had something to do or read about in their spare time. Once in a while, some guy entered the forum to explain how he modified his AK-47 for automatic fire. The posts would then be deleted after reports from other users. But now, times have changed. Unregistered guns are being used more and more by criminals. The advent of better and cheaper 3D printing machines brought an even more alarming prospect regarding ghost guns. This time, a printed lower receiver. The barrel, for example, is much harder to mass print with few cheap and printable materials capable of withstanding the heat generated by firing bullets. But that just means that you can print your lower receiver and then merge it with other modules that you can buy with no checks whatsoever. Subsequently, the gun will have similar firing characteristics to a factory version, but with less durability. Experts say the accessibility of ghost guns is aided by an industry of retailers selling nearly completed firearms that require no screening to purchase. Many of them use the AR as the go-to model for an easy-to-build, easy-to-use, undetectable rifle. Ghost guns have become such big hits that people are actually building. The fact that ghost guns are unregistered and can be obtained without any background checks makes them extremely susceptible to falling into the wrong hands. The company that sells this machine, Defense Distributed, offers starter packs with everything you need right down to the latest bolt and pretty much all you need to carve the aluminum body of the desired model in their lineup. Guns tend to be controversial topics that bring forth contrasting opinions. From constitutional arguments to numerous examples of misuse, guns are a reality we cannot deny or control. If you found this short video interesting and you want to know more about ghost guns, check out the full article on iconicman.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more advice on how you can become an Iconic Man too.